One of my slogans or affirmations that I use for myself on a regular basis is, I am present to presence. Wherever I am, God is. I am present to presence. While I was away on my sabbatical, I knew that because my time was restricted, to make the most of it, to enjoy every moment. And I deeply appreciated the times by myself, the walks by the sea, the time to pray and meditate and journal whenever I wanted to, the enjoyment of hobbies not done for a long time. I felt a real sense of gratitude for having that opportunity, and allowed that gratitude to open me to be really present to everything I was experiencing. So much so that whenever I remember my time there now, it's like all that energy comes back to me. It's here and now. And I'm grateful all over again for that experience that I had. It wasn't just a one-off. I remember it and appreciate it all the time. And I remember at the time feeling like this was transforming for me. It was a real practice of being present to presence. And I had an experience many years ago, back in 1989, lucky enough to be in Australia for 6 weeks touring around. When I arrived in that country, it was like I came alive. The sunshine, the energy, the vitality of that continent kind of hit me, and it was like I woke up. And in that waking up, I walked around absorbing everything that I was experiencing. And to me now, with my language, that was, I was present to presence. And all these decades later, I still remember it. I am still touched and grateful for the time that I spent there. So when we are in touch with presence, when we are present to presence, somehow we are changed. And we become awake to all that is here for us in this moment. And there's so much that is here for us in every moment. But this practice isn't just about the good times. It's also about embracing and being fully present to our sadness and grief, to our fear and our anger. We all have moments, every single one of us, when these emotions take us over. And we've all been taught to avoid or push them away or try to control them and change them. We shouldn't be feeling these experiences. Well, this practice that I have of being present to presence invites me to be present to these feelings as well. So instead of avoiding and pushing away, of trying to control a situation or control me or somebody else, I basically sit with the feelings in my body. I am simply present to them. I disengage the mind and the story and the thinking. I soften and open and engage my heart, bringing compassion into the experience, but being present to the feelings that have been stored in my body for a very long time. And for me, what I am doing is making space for the God energy to flow. And as I simply sit there with the energy of the feelings, there is a healing that happens, an integration. All that suppressed energy is reabsorbed into the body, and instead of causing depression and disillusionment and even sickness and suffering, it's like I am invigorated, alive, renewed. Deep bliss and joy comes through, because that which was not me is no longer stored and held. It has gone, simply by me being present to whatever I am experiencing, because I bring presence in. So whatever you are experiencing, whether it's grief or anger or fear or doubt, I invite you to take time just to be present to the energy, without the story, without the mind thoughts. Just be present and watch and observe and let the energy do whatever it needs to do. It will transform by itself. And if you can, practice being present in as many times of the day as you can. Gratitude at what you are experiencing, the food that you're eating, a walk in the countryside, the birds singing, this beautiful spring unfolding. As much as you can, I invite you to practice being present to presence. And as you do, watch the gifts unfold. They are here for you now. Thank you.